2021. It's Monday morning at 8 a.m. Welcome to Moccasin Trail News here with me, Corey the Coyote Whitford. Bonjour. Bonjour. Pull up a coffee and let's talk for a bit. Let's get updated on what's going on here today. We want to get started this morning by welcoming you to a new year. Bonjour. Bindigan. Nabatabin. Minikwen Wisinin. I want to invoke the Anishinaabe protocol first and welcome you to the program. Up Chige. Well, we have a lot of stuff planned for you this year. In the next 7 weeks, we plan on having a lot of content, some of it pre-recorded with our GoPro camera. But this morning, we would like to welcome you once again to a new year and to the official news portal of the Treaty 2 territory. Here on the news portal, we're going to be talking with knowledge keepers, co-keepers, the ones that are organizing all of the work according to the work plan and carrying out the objectives. This platform. Moccasin Trail News will be used as a platform for communicating all of the progress that is achieved daily. In the new year, in 2021. So I want to welcome everyone to the program. Bonjour, good morning. Boy, that was an incredible year we've been through. A very monumental year indeed that we've just come through. Some of the strengths of having the type of year we had was it gave us, including myself, time to think, time to sit back, time to consider what I could be doing better, where I could be helping more, how I could improve my outlook on my future. And I'm sure you might have had that same feeling too. So we're in the year 2021. The holidays have been completed. The Christmas dinner that wasn't. The New Year's Eve that wasn't. Is that up on New Year's Eve? I counted it down to in the last 10 seconds right here. Press that. I looked at that button there and it says countdown. I'm doing any kayo siya eh. Kayo siya kaagi gito ang gani na ay ang gindas. Ang gindas right from Bitaswe. Nang kayo siya eh. Kayo siya ang gindaswan na Bitaswe, Shangaswe, Nishaswe, Nigutoswe, Nanan. And then I got down to the 5 there and started counting down the rest of the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! It was just me. It was just me. It's very unusual to celebrate New Year in that way, but I wanted to celebrate too in my own way. So I hope you're safe wherever you are. You've made it through the holidays, gagging, and now we're looking forward to 2021. It's been a very interesting journey so far. Okay, so I want to welcome you once again to the official news portal of the Treaty 2 territory. You are watching Moccasin Trail News Live with me, Corey the Coyote Whitford, welcoming you to our inaugural broadcast in the year 2021, our very first broadcast. In our following broadcasts, we'll have an ad every day on each program. We'd like to start our first ad later on this afternoon. Anabachay on the 3 o'clock show. Let's go over the shows. This morning you're watching Moccasin Trail News Live. At noon hour, we'll have our program Circle Talks at 12 noon. And then Health and Wellness at 3 p.m. And then Anishinaabe Amwin at 6 p.m. Iginondam na. Iginondan na. We have a brand new edition of Moccasin Trail News. Ay nagitay tuotam. Could you go to Moccasin Trail News after the program and give it a read? That's moccasintrailnews.com. You'll see our brand new edition, January the 1st, 2021, Moccasin Trail News, simply by going to moccasintrailnews.com. There's a 24-page paper, and it's filled with our initial story with Mary, Mrs. Mary Hool. Had an interview with us. She's on page 2. Page 3, we got our live events. Page 4, we have our document about the letter we sent to Canada about reconciliation to Minister Seamus O'Regan and Jonathan Wilkinson. On page 5, we have restorative peacemaking, healing versus punishment. Page 6, we have a consultation and accommodation protocol. That's when you're hunting. Page 7, we reflect on Wabang from 1971, the language and more. Page 8, we take a look at the Anishinaabe art book. Page 9, we look at the Anishinaabe ways. Enjoy the medicines during the winter season. Ijibigate. On page 10, the lodge guest speaker, Peter Atkinson. Tabasanakwat, low cloud, Ijinikazo. Page 11, winter solstice, Mimangita Jindamin. Page 12, First Nations in Treaty 2 territory lodge keeper speaks on unity and sovereign approach to governance through the lodge. That's when we spoke with Mr. Alan Sutherland. We're recounting the story in our Moccasin Trail News. Page 13. First Nations in Treaty 2 territory lodge keeper speaks on unity and sovereign approach through governance through the lodge. Marlene Gallagher, she has an article in page 13. Page 14 is our feature writer, Andrea Landry. They are but a prayer away, Jinikate, that document. Excuse me. And then page 15, Treaty 2 territory, land-based learning, Jibigate. And it's got a QR code on the front cover. I'll tell you more about that later. Page 16, Grand Chief Eugene Eastman, Governing Council, and the Honorable Carolyn Bennett, Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, Maznakazigazo. And The caption of the title, the headline reads, "Committed to continue political circle talks." Page 17 is continued from page 16. Minister Carolyn Bennett and Grand Chief Eugene Eastman and the Governing Council. Page 18, enjoy the outdoors during the pandemic. Ijibigate. Page 19, local nation helpers move to online training and engagement. Page 20, feeling festive in Skowhegan. There's pictures of beautiful Christmas lights in Skowhegan. Awesome job to you all. Love them, Ijibigate. And there are some very bright, colorful displays of houses, displays of Christmas on the outside of the house. Very colorful pictures. Like I said, you can go to Moccasin Trail News. Our January 1st edition, 2021, is out and it's available simply by going to moccasintrailnews.com. We're now digital. Let's continue. Page 21 of a 24-page paper. Local nations news. Great things are going on in Gambler and making the best out of these unprecedented times. Page 22. Treaty 2 territory. There you'll find our QR code. Again, I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And it's our front page of our Treaty 2 territory website. That's how you can navigate. That's most likely what you're going to see when you go to treaty2territory.com. Your first page. And then page 23, how to subscribe to the Moccasin Trail News. As well, we have ads. We're starting to run ads now on protecting our Mother Earth is the first one. Mother Earth Zero Waste. Recycler, reducer, reuser, helper today. And then one of our final ads in the paper is one of the Women Council. Women Council is comprised of one appointed member from each local nation. It advises and makes recommendations regarding children, families, health, and well-being. And lastly, still on page 23, it is time to continue our unity. Grand Chief Eugene Eastman. This is serious and we must work together with all our agencies within our territory. We need to go back to land-based learning, take our traditional medicines, and work together at this time to stand up against the COVID-19 virus and any other virus that comes our way. That's just the Anishinaabe way. Grand Chief Eugene Eastman, First Nations and Treaty 2 territory. And finally, on page 24, First Nations and Treaty Territory, the Declaration of Collective Rights of the People of First Nations and Treaty 2 territory with respect to our lands, waters, and resources. And there you have it. That's our 24-page paper of the Moccasin Trail News. And now you're pretty much all caught up to date. Oh my goodness. So early in the morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, it's our first broadcast. We're going to be scheduling an ad for our next broadcast. And then looking for an interview for our third part of each program. And each program comes with 4 sections. Your first one is always the introduction. Your second one is the ad. Third one is the interview. And the fourth one is the call to action. I'll get to that later, but first, interviews. The way we're going to be using the interviews on the program is to update our audience, to show our audience that we were uniting as a government, and that we have a daily responsibility to carry out the work assigned to us in our daily work plans, reaching our objectives that we agreed to in our annual work plan. Mie no de jichigang, ni no de jitomen, ni no de gijitomen, ni no da kinama gamin ye ani ne we do tamang ani we jo na kunigiang ni ga ni na biang. Abino chuk naga deni manan, ang asya siot. Minge ke naga deni ma, naga deni mang. Those are the ones we're thinking of, our youth. And so in the four sections of each program, the introduction, the ad, the interview, and then the call to action. Every program, most likely daily, we will be providing a call to action for you, asking you to do something for us each and every day. Nonde winda mo nan nongum. That's the entire gist of the program, is to have a call to action where all of our citizens, our members, our tribal membership, and all of the nations and all of the citizens within our territory will help us. We'll help one another and help each other to continue working towards where we come from. With that, I want to say good morning. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning to you. Just getting ready to start the day and start organizing for all of the work that needs to be done. I missed you. I missed you. I was umangyayan, just biding my holidays, just waiting for this moment to come back here. So, like I says, in closing, we're looking at using a lavalier microphone. That's those lapel microphones. We're going to interface with one of those kind of programs. We're going to try new technology. So we're going to have a little lavalier, lapel mic. We're going to use that. and then we're planning on having a GoPro, and we're going to use that GoPro to record our interviews so that the knowledge is pure and straight and factual and undisputable. And then we're going to find photographs, and we're going to document moments in time. This is an idea that was talked recently about showcasing a picture. Showcasing a picture and then bringing on different people who can talk to that photograph and identify that moment in time. Really pivotal moments in time. I think we owe it to our future generation to let them know how far we've come, whether we've slipped, whether we've fallen, and how we've gotten back up. We want to show how whenever our nations had a change, we want to document the before, during, and after by using photographs and just by storytelling. To express ourselves orally on camera. and continue our oral culture by talking to one another when we show each other a photograph and then elaborate on that photograph. So that's coming up too in the near future. We're most likely going to have myself and three more people, up to four people on one page, talking about one particular photograph at a time. So really excited to see how that turns out, and how we can recount our history and make use of the knowledge that's provided here and now in the year 2021. It's an attempt to secure the knowledge before it leaves. That's what that idea is all about. I call that one uh, time capsule. Time capsule. Okay, so we'll be looking for photographs. Also, would like to bring some music to you. Yeah, no, to bring music to our audience as well. And last but not least, I guess today I just want to let you know, we're starting up again. We're getting ready to fire up the machine, and start rolling forward, moving forward together in lockstep. Satish. All right then. I want to thank you for watching today. Our inaugural broadcast in the year 2021, the first broadcast of 2021. I want to thank you for being here today too. And so with that, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you each and every morning. To have coffee with you every morning. And to talk about the things that matter most, our children. Nangesa, apidigitchimiwech. Mino pino kwek gabi ay gabi baki namin ay we'll come and open circle talks kanabach ay gawikit. Kung go banan. Kung gawik. That's right. Circle talks at 12 noon, health and wellness at 3 p.m., and then Anishinabemwin at 6 p.m. We have to continue the mission. Anishinabemwin. We're at book number 7 out of 15 books. So tonight, Anishinabemwin, boys and girls, bring a pen and a paper. And we're going to show you a Scrabble activity too. Okay, so that's all I'll be able to say here this morning. I want to wish you a wonderful day wherever you are across Turtle Island. Ahamsa, miwech, ni joganidug, dineamaganidug. Minogi migo. Thank you for watching. See you again. Minogi min. Au.